And welcome, one and all, back to another edition of the Comedy Podcast. I am your host, DJ Marcus, and you are joining me live in the Comedy Studios. But I'm never alone. I'm with my boy, Joey LoFaro. Joe, say hello to the people.
Hey, people.
Oh, man. Joey, we're back, friend.
Yes, we are.
It's been 2 weeks.
Live shit.
It's crazy, Joey. These 2 weeks seem to be going by really slowly. I don't know what.
This month has felt like a year, an
Yeah,
eternity.
It's been the fucking worst. I don't know why. I think the election is taking a lot out of people, especially us.
Oh shoot, I forgot. We gotta vote via mail. Is that still a
We
thing?
gotta vote by mail. We have to vote that way.
We should.
All right, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in a minute because that's kind of weird that they're making me vote by mail. I don't want to do that. I want to go to the polls like a stripper.
We got to do that later, but like for the county, they were like, "Hey, it's just one thing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to all come in here for one thing."
True. They decided to send it in to us, but we'll figure that out. We'll figure it out in a few minutes, man. Joey, we're back, friend.
Yes, sir.
It's another beautiful week, man. I'm feeling better. As I told you during our pre-show.
It's weird because I'm feeling worse.
I know. I'm transposing energies here.
Don't do that. Undo, delete, remove.
10 out of 10 would not recommend. I understand, Joe. I wouldn't want you to have what I had. But I am doing better. The glasses are doing their job right here, like right here in front of me. Like as I told everyone a couple weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, that the glasses are here because I could barely see. Now I can see clearer than I've ever seen. But now, like up close is really blurry. So like now I can see this like right here, instead of like seeing. I can't see it where you are in the studio, but I can see it right up front. So that's better. But I can see far away better now. Like when I take my glasses off.
But can you see our producer?
I can't see our producer. He is inside of the booth, the soundproof booth. I'm gonna ask him to unmute himself. Just say hello. It doesn't have to do a whole lot. Just say hello.
Hello.
And there we go.
Off to the races.
We're off to the races. Oh man, but yeah, man, it's been a long week, Joey. And I'm ready. I'm ready for the week to be over with.
It started yesterday.
No, I'm ready for it to be over with. Well, here's the reason why I'm ready for it to be over with. Okay. My wife's been out of town.
Okay.
For the extended period of. She's been gone since Friday.
Okay.
So for all of you at home, today is Tuesday. So that means she's been gone for 5 straight days. Okay. I miss my wife. I found out I'm very bored in my house when she's not there. Even though we like spend a lot of time in separate rooms, there's always a conversation or two to be had. But there's nobody to talk to in the house a little now. Now all I hear is the damn crickets and watch the spiders run around my damn house.
So, I know you don't do well by yourself.
I don't. You know this about me since we lived together. It's a weird thing for me. I need a companion of some sort.
I just hear the word alone come out of your mouth a lot. And I go, oh, he's not okay.
I don't know what it is about that, man. I've lived alone before. Like I've had my own homes numerous times. But I could since I turned, I want to say 30. I really don't like to be alone anymore.
I think it's since you went to California and did drugs. Ever since you've been paranoid.
Yeah. I think people are gonna come get me. I think that's my biggest fear is that like some guys in black suits are gonna come in. Black suits or white coats. One of the two is gonna bust down the door and take me, and then I can't do nothing. So I told my wife, she called me the other night, and I was like, yeah, I'm sleeping with the gun under the pillow. And she's like, why? We have a home security system. I was like, yeah, that's on. If the alarm goes off, bang, bang. That's it. Don't worry about your else. And she's like, don't sleep with a gun under the pillow. That's how you shoot yourself in the head. I'm like, how would I shoot myself in the head if the gun's not loaded under the pillow?
Then why have it?
I don't keep it one chambered. I keep it ready. It's loaded. It's got bullets in it. And then they're sitting there. You got to clock it back in order to get one off.
It still seems just all the pieces for calamity are together, and they could be separated.
Fine, I'll put it back in the lockbox. And I'll keep it in the lockbox. That's fine. I'll put it back because at the end of the day, I need to be safe, Joe. Them guys.
You live in the middle of nowhere.
I know.
You live in the woods. What do you need your safety from?
The people from The Hills Have Eyes and the people from The Purge. Those are my favorites.
You have your neighbors a pyramid head and whatever the hell else.
They're cousin sisters. My neighbors are cousins.
What kind of hillbillies are living near you?
Well, my whole thing is I don't want the World War to pop off because I live near Andrews. So the first thing those Navy guys, those Navy, that's Navy, Air Force.
Andrews Air Force Base.
Shut the fuck up. That's not what we're doing right now. The Air Force guys just start coming down the road cleaning the house, and I can't afford not to be protected. So that's why I have a security system. I just got a vitamin put in my house, Joey. So my doorbell whistles at people when they come to the front door. And then I got my gun. So I think I'm in good shape, Joey. Good shape to protect my home. Do you see me protecting my home better?
Maybe
a little bit.
I struggle with the threats you envision. I think people everybody's paranoid. Everybody thinks that someone's out, that there's just insane people out to get them all the time.
It's very true.
Just not. It's just 90% of gun violence is somebody you know.
So you're saying my wife's gonna shoot me?
More likely.
Okay.
She would be the primary suspect.
Usually the spouse is the first suspect.
And then your daughter would be the other one.
She would do it on some weird, like, I want to see what happens. Speaking of which, that was the other thing I meant to tell you during the pre-show.
Oh.
So I talked to our original intern, and she said, hey, call me during the podcast. And I was like, why would I call you during the podcast? She's like, I got a story. I want to tell people my story. And I'm like,
sounds like a red flag.
It's a hell of a red flag, but that's the world we live in, Joseph. So let's call her up and see if she answers, because she does the same thing as her mother. She won't answer the phone for some reason. I don't know.
Hi.
Hello, you're live on the podcast. Say hello to the world.
Hi everybody. I want to tell you guys a story about how my dad was the reason why I had a tragic brain injury. He got messed with my brain chemistry.
Not your villain origin story.
She wants to tell us her villain origin story. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead. Tell them your side of the story. Then I'm gonna hang up on you and tell them the truth.
Oh, my side is the truth.
Your side is your truth.
Okay. I was either 6 or 5 when this happened. I remember I was in elementary school. I was either 6 or 5 when this happened. We were at my grandma's house, and I got up early before him. It was like the middle of the day. I was like a little bit hyper because I was 6 or 5. And I was like, wait a minute, I want to be a ninja, because that's what 6 or 5-year-olds do. They want to be ninjas. Like, I saw Kung Fu Panda. I was like, hey, I want to be that. And I was like, I want to jump over my dad and like land on the airbags that we were zipping off. And like, he was there. I didn't know he was awake. He said he was awake. And this is what he said, and I quote, I kept telling you, Haley, to stop. My memory, he was asleep. He can't even tell his side because he was asleep the whole time. I was up. And I jumped over him, and I hit my head on the coffee table that was next to the mattress. And then he heard a loud thud, and I quickly went back in the bed and just stared at him while blood was trickling down from my eyebrows. And I just looked at him, and he was like, Haley, what are you doing? I was like, sorry, I had a nightmare. And you know what he did? He thought it was true. He wasn't even fully awake. And trickling down her eyebrow. And she said, yeah, she just had a nightmare. What type of tragic nightmare happens like that?
Okay, so I'm hanging for you. All right, that's in that story. All right, I love you. I love you. You have yourself a good evening. I'm gonna tell the true story about how you.
Story is that you thought I had a nightmare where that blood trickled down my forehead.
You're lucky he kept you. If my kid gets blood coming out of them from a nightmare, that means that the Antichrist.
Yeah.
That is devil stuff.
All right.
I rebuke you.
You got your 3 minutes of fame. Congratulations. This will air to 1.2 people. So good luck, my dear, and I love you, and I'll call you later. Okay.
Okay.
Bye. Baby.
Bye.
So that story is full of shit, and my daughter's full of shit. I'm telling you what really happened. Okay. I was taking a nap, and she jumped off my stomach, jumped off the air mattress, and then hit her head on the coffee table. I said, "You good?" And I looked at her, and she looked stunned. There was no blood yet. She got up from where she was, ran to my mom, and then started screaming.
Okay. As a child,
Uh-huh.
I don't like that me and my niece share so much. The birthdays are only a day apart.
Yeah.
And I have a very similar story. Because I decided to try to get down for the jungle gym too quick, and I tried to jump through the square.
Oh wow!
And busted my eye, like my eyebrow,
mm-hmm.
on the bar.
On the bar.
And at first there was no blood. It hurt a little bit, but I was fine. But I started crying when I saw the blood gushing and running down my hand, because now I don't know what I've done to myself.
You don't cry until you see blood.
The blood, yeah, a kid. This is a kid thing. With the first time, like, and now, like, I'll watch my own surgery. Like, I'm completely.
You're immune to it now.
Ever since I watched that episode of House where he tried to remove his own cancer, I was like, that is fucking psychotic.
Mm-hmm.
But I could do it.
I could do it. I could do it myself. I could cut that shit out myself. So yeah. So now she has a little scar. It's like a little lightning bolt. It's like Harry Potter. So that was one of my jokes I told Joey, where my daughter has now a battle scar. That when she's older and she starts dating guys, they'll look at her and I go, she's dangerous. She's got a scar above her eye. She must have been in a couple knife fights. And okay. She'll go, no, I jumped off my dad's stomach and I hit my head.
She was the Quidditch enforcer.
Oh man. But yeah, man, that's my daughter. She's all grown up. She's 13, Joseph.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
She's a fucking teenager. I didn't know I could have a teenager.
That's chaos. It's
automatic.
This will be the worst 5 years of your life.
Did you hear her say "light" 215 times?
That's better than some of the language this generation's using. I mean, I'll give her some credit.
She didn't call you a giga chat.
There was no, yeah, she didn't talk about mewing or riz or skibbity, whatever the
skibbity doo wops.
The hell that is.
We'll have to have her on to explain new slang to us.
That'd be a good segment.
That'd be a good segment to have. I think so. All right, man. But yeah, we're at a break, Joey.
Okay.
We're gonna take a quick break, man. We're gonna get into some more shit going on in the world. What's going on, Joey? What do we got on the pipeline?
We got some Marvel announcements in the pipeline. We found out some cool stuff this week. We found out that the Trump's VP candidate is in fact weird.
That sounds about right. So we're gonna get to that and a whole bunch more when we get back with more fun and more thrills on me, .comedy Podcast.
Yep.
It's my jam right here. I love this song.
Yeah.
I've been playing it consistently for about 2 weeks now.
I've noticed that.
It's gonna go by, but it's gonna be one of those ones that sits in the back of my head.
But it's gonna go bye.
It won't go bye. That went viral. Bye went viral back before viral was a thing. Man, but Joey, I was gonna tell you something before we start getting into topics and things.
Mm-hmm.
So I showed y'all last week that I became part cyborg.
Mm-hmm.
So every 14 days I have to change my cybernetic parts out.
Uh-oh.
So that 14th day is today.
Oh.
So I have to change my cyborg part out. So it's the part that's on my arm. Let me turn so people can see. Turn the camera down. There you go.
This is.
Because I gotta give the people the health warnings that their mama don't give them.
Okay.
So it's right here.
This is like a public service announcement.
So that right there is my sensor right there. So I have a new one in the box that Joey is going to help me put together later today. Because I can't really do it on the back of my arm the way I need to. So I need an assistant to do it.
With these hands.
Yes. Those big ass hands are going to do delicate work. Why are they waving? And why are they jazz hands now? I don't know what the fuck's going on with those
magic
hands. Those are magic hands? Okay. I guess so. Oh, man. So where were we at, Joey? Shit. I forgot the next thing we were talking about.
So,
I like blank. I don't know what the fuck
happened. Did you know the Olympics were back?
Yes. Oh.
Because I didn't until people started complaining about it.
Why are they complaining about the Olympics?
Because there was an opening ceremony.
Okay.
In Paris.
Yeah.
And the French were like, we are going to make it Greek. And then they made like a Greek tableau of Dionysus, the god of fertility, and that. And it just so happened to be posed, and it was a similar loose framework to the Last Supper. So Christians thought that they were doing devil worship because a metal band was playing during the torch carrying.
Okay.
And now we're just stuck in like looking at each other stupid. Like it's just I
didn't get a chance to watch the opening ceremony. I wanted to because I do have relatives. I have a relative that is in the Olympics, Joey.
I'm aware.
Did I tell you that?
Yes.
I told you that a couple times. I'm
yes.
very proud of her. I'm like it's the coolest thing I think I've ever had in my family. Mm-hmm. Someone in my family do. And next to my mom giving birth to me, that was the coolest thing I think anybody could do for me. But it just being an Olympian and knowing an Olympian is a whole different world. Mm-hmm. She is a discus thrower for the great country of Nigeria.
Okay.
And so I will be turning in my God Bless America flags and everything else during the discus competition on Friday. And I will be waving a proud green and white Nigerian flag to symbolize the unity I have with the motherland. Will you be waving such said flag too, Justin?
If I remember.
You're right.
Which I won't.
It's at noon on a fucking Friday.
You know what?
I don't think anybody will remember.
I'll be there in spirit.
But yes, it should be good. It should be good. I watched the first episode of the Keenan and Kevin Hart do the Olympics. They did the last one. Yeah, it's on Peacock. It's pretty funny. It's Keenan and Kevin Hart, so it has its funniness about it. So the first one was Snoop and Kevin.
Okay.
They did that like 3 Olympics ago, and then the last Olympics was Kevin and Keenan.
Okay. Snoop
is now the ambassador to the Olympics somehow, and this motherfucker is everywhere at the damn Olympics. He's up there vibing with fucking Simone Biles, and her teammates are dancing to Snoop in the stands. It's kind of weird, but he's at swimming competitions.
Is he the coach?
I don't know what he's wearing the tracksuit. He was carrying the torch.
They won.
I know.
Simone and the gymnastics team won.
Of course, Simone Biles won.
Yeah.
Would they expect her to come back and not win?
Yeah. Well, you know what competition we didn't fare so well in.
What's that?
You know, we were heavily favored, but the shooting.
How did America lose shooting, Joseph?
How? How do we didn't get a medal. We didn't place.
We didn't place in shooting.
Yeah.
We can only shoot moving targets. I think that's the idea behind all. We can only shoot small moving targets. Because how do you not get a medal when America is the gun country? Everybody knows America loves guns. I don't know what place did he come in. Tell me it was close to the bottom, and I'll believe
it. It was pretty close to the bottom.
Close to the damn bottom. Jesus Christ.
Did you know that Italy has Eminem on their team?
Eminem is on
Team Italy.
Team Italy doing what? What is he doing?
Archery, apparently.
He's Eminem the archer? I can see that.
Tell me this isn't him.
I can see M Shady shooting a bow like a fucking. What's the Avenger that had the bow?
Tell me that's not him.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's Eminem's twin brother. If it's anybody,
we got him in the draft.
Oh my goodness! So the Olympics is underway. Has America medaled in anything yet? Well, we medal in all foreign affairs.
Gold.
But have we gotten any medals? So I was trying to look it up before it got too close in.
So you got to give me a heads up before you throw stuff at me. Right now.
I like how I'm typing in Olympic and Ozempic keeps coming up. But I'm just trying to figure it out.
So the U.S. is doing well in the overall medal count.
Okay.
But they're not doing so good on the golds. They only got 4 golds.
We got 4 golds?
Yeah. You got 26 overall, which is we're the only team in the 20s.
Okay. Japan's got 7 golds.
Yeah, Japan's in first place for gold medals.
And France got 5. Australia's got 6.
Australia's got a legit swimmer.
Okay. There was the one swimmer Snoop was cheering for. He was kicking ass and he won.
Yeah, one of our gold medals was
swimming.
Chris Giuliano.
That's who won it.
That's our U.S. swimmer.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, we took first in gymnastics, swimming, and swimming.
Mm-hmm.
And is it women's rugby? Oh, we took third in women's rugby. So that's disappointing. Thought we had some rough women out there. I don't know. We don't have any tough women going over there.
We don't play that sport here.
Yeah, we do.
Nah.
Women do. I dated a chick who was on a rugby team.
Yeah, but not professionally.
Oh no, we don't have a professional rugby.
That's
team.
the point. They do.
No. Yeah, they do have professional.
They're getting paid in those countries to do that.
But they don't see that. That's why I'm trying to figure out why football is not an Olympic sport, because
we only want to do it.
we should pick
We're
it
trying. We're trying.
Get football in so bad.
They're trying to get. They got a program to start doing football in Nigeria and Germany and Britain. They're trying to get.
If they do a 7-on-7,
ew.
That's the shit you do in the fucking park.
All right. First of all, it's 8, and second of all,
that's the same shit you do.
Yeah, that's not pros. No one's paying to watch that.
Pro fag ball, they love it.
Like, call me old school. I'm in it for the concussions. Like, I want to see the hitting.
Let's see hard hitting concussions.
Yes.
Concussed athletes out there.
I want to see the highlight reel where they go, "You got jacked up." Like, that was the best part of watching the highlight thing. But now they're like, "Oh, we're not supposed to celebrate those."
Yeah. Okay. So we took second in swimming. The men's 800 freestyle, we took second place. The men's 4x4 relay, we took 4x2 relay, we took second place.
Mm-hmm.
And
You know, Kandyce is going to join in segment 4 and make us talk about the Olympics again.
you know how that shit goes. You talked about it in segment 2. We're not going back. This is not going to be a thing. We can't do it. How much time we got left in this segment?
I don't know.
I think we're close. We're close on it. But so America's not doing bad, but it ain't doing the best it could.
Mm.
So my hope is we pull out a lot of these track and field.
Is that what's next?
I think track's next.
I don't understand any of this really.
Because the thing was, whenever I used to watch the Olympics, it seemed more organized than it has been the last like 2.
They had a 3-on-3 basketball tournament.
The 3 versus 3.
I guess.
Well, that's Ice Cube's league.
That's not the big 3. This is the Olympic 3-on-3.
Why the fuck they have a 3-on-3 basketball?
Man, I don't know.
That doesn't make any sense, Joseph.
I
think you're lying to yourself.
Everything in here says completed.
Team USA, basketball.
What's the upcoming events?
Everything else is left. I don't know what that.
Ooh, Google. This.
So, other big news coming out of the Olympics is Team USA.
Here's the thing. This goes through August 11th. That's a whole week and a half.
Yeah.
Remaining of events.
It's 2 weeks of sports.
Okay.
2 weeks of Olympic sports. So the U.S. basketball team, which is headed up by LeBron James and Steph Curry, and let's see, who else is on the team? Let's see, you got who was on
LeBron on the questionables.
No, he played. He's supposed to be playing.
I know. I said LeBron in the questionables.
And, well, it's not questionable. These are all stars, Joseph. So it's I don't know who that is. Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Joel Embiid, LeBron James, Jason Tatum. I'm only naming people I know. And the rest and the rest. That's the men's national basketball team that we put together to go against the rest of the world.
And 9:45 Eastern is the Olympic shooting and handball. Those don't go together. And then soccer, men's Group A versus Guinea. I don't know what's a men's soccer team. They stink.
They suck. Say they suck, Joe. It's fine. So there was a exhibition game between the U.S. team and South Sudan.
Okay.
And the U.S. team won. Okay.
Okay.
But they didn't win in U.S. team fashion. Okay. They won by 1 point.
Okay.
So.
It's not alarming at all.
Yeah, it's so fucking weird. Like, because I saw a stat, right, where people were talking about how, like, when Jordan and that team played in the Olympics, how there were 3 international NBA players that were playing with other teams. There were only 3 of them. Now it's 57.
Yep.
So every country has a NBA caliber player on their team.
Ain't like it used to be.
South Sudan, you know how many NBA players South Sudan, like NBA caliber players South Sudan had on their team?
3.
Most of their team.
Oh.
Like one of their players was the top prospect for the draft this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then you had, so I didn't know Manute Bol was from South Sudan.
Okay.
So he went back and gave most of his money to help fund the next generations of players coming out of South Sudan.
Yeah.
And then
Also, even Euro runs a camp for football in Nigeria.
And there's a bunch of African players who go back to Africa and they are creating monsters. I'm like, what the hell is happening right now? They were like, they don't even have an indoor team. They've been sent to other countries to play inside.
Yeah.
But they don't have to go to other countries. Most of them live in America because they play in the NBA.
Yeah.
It's so fucking weird, man. So it's one of those things where, like, I'm watching this all happen and going, I don't know if America's going to be dominant in 10 years, as it should be. I think that that European League is going to start getting more play on our people. But that's where everybody goes. That's where everybody went to retire from. Like,
how is BMX freestyle a thing in the Olympics?
And football not?
Yeah.
That's because they like bikes. They like doing things on bikes.
I think that, I'd rather watch Physical 100 than this. And not just because of the dubbing. It's way more entertaining than this nonsense.
Well, this is a competition, Joey. It's not.
But it's like random it's completely random. Like there's no. It's like, can you do a trick? Okay, we're gonna make that a sport.
Okay, our producer told us to start wrapping up the segment about 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
So we're gonna take a quick break. We're getting into some fun shit with the Olympics, but it's been a good week, man, Joey. What else we got on the dock?
Stuff.
We got plenty of stuff. So we'll be back with more fun, more thrills on the Dot Comedy Podcast. Hey, not only is Harlem back, but Comedy Shows Near Me is back. That's right. This Saturday at Arundel Mills, Dave & Buster's Comedy Shows Near Me will be back in the building doing comedy one more time for you and one more time for us, because it's going to be around the way, man. This week, Comedy Shows Near Me. Hey, that's not this week.
Huh?
That's not this week. You didn't even correct me. I don't understand why you're just sitting there. You're the fucking worst.
I'm not feeling well.
You're not feeling well with that? Okay, fine. I'll readjust, okay?
Yeah.
This week, Comedy Shows Near Me is back down at McGinty's in downtown Silver Spring on Saturday. Not Dave & Buster's. So don't go to Dave & Buster's in downtown Silver Spring to find comedy. You won't find it there. Nothing funny is happening at Dave & Buster's in downtown Silver Spring. It's all happening at McGinty's just downstairs. Doors open at 7:30. Show starts at 8. McGinty's. Come have fun with Comedy Shows Near Me. And we're back, Joey.
You're on mute.
I'm on mute?
Oh, yeah, you're supposed to be. Never mind.
I'm always on mute.
Yeah, I just remembered.
Joey, you really are out of it today.
I told you. What's up, Dave-O?
Oh, man, Dave's back in there. Hey, Chef Dave, welcome back from...
That's not Chef Dave.
That's Dave.
That's Dave-O. That's Big Dave.
Oh, Big Dave.
Yep.
That is definitely not Chef Dave.
He's definitely not Chef Dave.
Yeah.
What's up, bro?
What's going on, Dave? Good to hear from you, my friend. But yeah, Joey, I didn't get a text from Chef Dave. He's back in the country. I think he went to Europe, somewhere over in Europe again. Either Italy or France, one of them. He went during.
Well-traveled Dave is back.
Well-traveled Dave. Secret Squirrel is back out of his nut hole, wherever he's been, because he disappears and doesn't tell people he's going anywhere. Man, but yes, Joey. So we got a presidential race coming up, and that means we got some vice presidential nominees.
Ooh.
We don't have a Democratic one.
No, they'll pick one at the convention. So
when's the DNC?
I think it's this month or next month. Excuse me.
It's probably
in
next
August.
month.
It's in August.
I think it'll be probably next month.
Late August.
They probably do it after the Olympics, so they get a little more.
Yeah.
More press on. Are the Olympics timed out with the presidential election? It seems that way.
Well, yeah, every 4 years.
Every
right?
4 years, yeah. It's weird. Like it didn't seem like they were next to each other, but now I'm like looking at it and I have to vote, and then I'm paying attention to the Olympics anyway.
It is Monday, August 19th through Thursday, August 22nd.
It's 4 days of that bullshit.
It's after our next show at Hard Rock.
Oh, that's right. Comedy Shows Near Me is at a Hard Rock in downtown
Dave &
DC.
Buster's at Hard Rock Cafe the 17th and 18th.
Yeah.
And then we'll be debuting District E this Friday in
That's right.
Gallery Place, Chinatown.
That is amazing, Joey. You ready for that?
I was. Now I'm not so sure.
Your body's rejecting
We'll see how the rest of this week plays out.
Is your body rejecting it wholesale?
I don't know, man. There's a lot going on. My office is moving. Then they showed us stuff, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you can come in tomorrow, but only for half a day." I'm like, "Why would I do that? It's far."
So why aren't you going in for a whole day? You're not working on that?
No, they're kicking everybody out of the old building.
Oh, that's right. They're moving to Merriweather.
Yeah, and the Merriweather office isn't open until next week. So we have this weird half floating.
Well, just tell everybody to stay home for.
Well, that's what I'm gonna. Technically, I don't have to go in.
You don't have to go to office at all, so yeah, just stay home.
I was supposed to go to see one of our good friends, Dila, perform in Baltimore tomorrow night.
Okay.
But
you don't know.
Well, if I go there for half a day, right?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta find something to do myself in Columbia for the afternoon. I'm supposed to work the rest of the day somehow, and then like I'm not gonna drive back here to go back up to Baltimore.
Why don't you go the other half of the day?
You can't. It's only the first half. They're kicking everybody out at noon because they gotta clean shit out.
Oh, so they're kicking everybody out.
Yeah, they're kicking everybody out because literally the new lease and the new tenants comes in on August 1st.
Okay.
So tomorrow's the get the fuck out day.
Okay.
I already cleaned out my desk. I realize that I have weird tendencies. Like, you know how you just collect plastic bags until recently. You used to collect plastic bags under the sink.
Yeah. Collect them in a bag.
I used to do that I would go to this deli for breakfast, and they would give me my breakfast in a plastic bag, and I was just shoving them into this cubicle, just like a squirrel. I was just hoarding. I had so many bags, Marcus. I made a pillow out of.
How many deli sandwiches are you eating?
Well, I was eating steak and egg platters.
What's wrong with you?
I'm on a low carb diet, so it was steak and eggs. No side, no potato, no toast, just side avocado and bacon.
So fats
and protein.
Okay.
It was nice. It was relatively inexpensive. It was on the way. I can call and pick it up when I'm going in the office. It was good. But now they're taking that away from me to put us in the bougie side of town where everything's expensive.
Yeah.
They're like, we thought this was going to be great because now everything's closed. There's stuff around here. I'm like, there's expensive stuff around
here.
Get
you $25 avocado toast from over at the mall.
Yeah. There's a place called Toastique.
Toastique?
Yeah.
They sell avocado toast?
I'm certain they do. If they don't, then that's a failed business model.
But you're in Columbia now, so.
I was in Columbia before.
So how are we gonna link up when I get to Laurel?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, we're supposed to have our bi-monthly meeting at Uters.
Still hop on to 29 and jet down to 98.
Okay.
It'll just be on my way home.
Oh, you did when you do
a half day. Go home midday.
I might have to just pick me up something since you're there.
Okay.
If you're going home, just pick me up something on the way, and then I just eat my lunch.
Yeah. See, they have gourmet toast. Very first thing is avocado toast.
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
Because bougie is nothing. If Columbia was one thing, it's bougie. I got a shout out to our producer again.
Yeah.
Hey, producer.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure you can hear me because I saw you say you couldn't hear.
I couldn't hear your music.
Couldn't hear the music? Oh, well, that's not good. Well, I cut it off really quickly because Joey decided that he didn't want to pay attention to the show, and didn't tell me I was reading the wrong promo for the wrong show. But we will be back at Dave & Buster's in 2 weeks.
I was preparing for the next segment.
You're preparing for the next segment? What are we talking about in the next segment, Joe?
So we have a vice president candidate that was chosen by Donald Trump. And I've never seen this happen. So we knew Kamala Harris got picked to replace Biden, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what has happened since has been astonishing. Because they can't just go, because they don't know enough about her to actually criticize her. They're just saying dumb shit.
Dumb, sexist,
like
possibly racist shit.
Right, like she's a woman, she's black, she's She's laughing Kamala, lying Kamala. How do you pronounce that name anyway? Like, these are the things these are legit quotes. Like, this is not me even making stuff up. These are just random shit that they're saying. It's been hilarious because they keep trying to like brand something. Oh, she laughs weird. She is black, but no, she's not black. What?
It's so.
She's half Indian. She hates Jews.
Where'd that come from?
Trump.
Trump said
So
she hates Jews.
yeah, because the president of Israel came to address Congress, and the whole Democratic Party was like, "Fuck you! You're a war criminal. We're not listening to you," and they all left, including Kamala Harris. And the Republicans are like, "Ah, I can't believe she hates Jews. This is crazy. She's a fascist." It's like,
wait, hold on.
you guys know that her husband is Jewish. Her stepchildren are Jewish.
Jesus Christ! They can't do anything with it. Like there was one interview that some like Fox News guy was doing.
Yeah.
Where he's like, yeah, she's the original hot toot girl.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck, man? What are we doing right now?
And there's still debate whether he said colored sorority or college sorority. And those don't seem like words you can mix up.
No.
But when I listen to the clip,
said colored.
I think he like started to say colored and then tried to cover it. Because it definitely ended on the edge. But it definitely started on the color. That's not how college.
No, college doesn't start on colo.
So he tried to save it, but we all knew what he wanted to say.
Yeah, because she's an AKA, if I'm not mistaken.
I guess.
She used to date Montel Williams.
They keep saying that she slept her way to the top, which I'm like,
Montel Williams is on the top.
What is Montel Williams? Who?
Who'd you sleep with?
Whose dick she sucked? Like, who are you talking about? Most of the leaders of the Democratic Party are women.
Thank you.
She eating
Bush all the way up. I don't believe she has. I will never put that on Kamala Harris because at the end of the day, Kamala Harris is going to be the next president of the United States.
And so we have that stuff going on already, which is like, okay, they clearly don't have a plan for dealing with this. And that's why they were like mad. They were mad for the pivot because they were like, we don't know. Like, that's why they were like, they did a coup and they replaced him. And how could they do this? She has no primary votes. And they're like, oh, we had a whole, Trump literally said, we had spent a lot of time preparing to face Joe Biden. And now he drops out and makes our lives harder.
Yep.
We should have to accuse them of fraud and sue them for the amount of money that they cost us by running a fake campaign on the wrong candidate. And it's just like, how are you voting for this dude? Come on!
It sounds so much like that shit you said.
And if that wasn't ridiculous, like to say, oh, vote for me in 4 years, Christians, if you vote for me, you won't have to vote again. And then he said, I'm not Christian, but I love my Christians. So he admits that he's not even Christian. So why are you treating him like he's the anointed one? But all that aside.
He's not a Christian. He's not a Jew. He can't be the savior of the Christian or the Jew.
Like, he's on his own,
yes.
Like just backsliding into a nonsense. He said landslide the other day.
The land is slaying?
No, he said he wants to win in a landslide.
It sounds about right.
But if that wasn't bad enough, this character he picked as his VP candidate is a fucking weirdo. First, there was a rumor that he talked about fucking his couch.
Yeah.
In his book.
John Oliver went like ham on that one. On
Everybody.
Sunday, and this is why my wife doesn't sit around when we're doing the podcast. In
our own world.
But So, okay, Joey. J.D. Vance is senator from where? Where's he senator from? Ohio?
Yeah.
He's senator from Ohio. He looks like the kind of guy that would fuck a couch, though. Doesn't he have a fucking couch face?
Well, so here's what happened.
I'm gonna share the pictures I pulled.
After all this stuff, right? Governor Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota, he said in an interview that Trump and Vance are just weird. And like you think, oh, that's a nothing comment, but they feel really hurt about this. They're taking it very personally. So it's kind of taken on a life of its own. Because first it was a couch rumor, which it's one of those things where it probably didn't happen, but now it's stuck. Like there's nothing. There's nothing around, and it doesn't help that he looks like Stingray from Cobra Kai.
Pull up the video at the share. That face says fucking couch. Like if you blow it up, you can see he's got the squinty eyes. Hold on. Let's see. So he's got that. He just looks like a weird human being. Like he doesn't need to be in. Let me change it up. There we go. That's a bigger one. Is that a bigger, better picture? Yeah, that's better. He looks bad. He shouldn't be the vice presidential candidate, Joey. I believe whoever Kamala Harris picks will be far better, and I hope she picks that black girl. I don't know her name 100%, but the black girl that keeps putting people in check in Congress.
Jasmine Crockett.
Yes.
I don't.
You don't want to pick her?
I do, but I want her to be president. Like save her for later.
Well, if she's vice president now, you give her 8 years.
I think it'd be tough to sell that ticket.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
a lot.
That's a lot.
That's because
that's a lot for some states.
Let's be honest. I don't feel like Kamala is awkward in the situations where Jasmine Crockett isn't, and it's going to be magnified if they're standing next to each other.
Yeah.
So my gut says go with Buttigieg. Pete.
Is he gay? Is he gay?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
but he's also a war veteran.
Okay.
He also goes on Fox News and debates them and wins.
Okay. Did he drop out last time?
He dropped out of the presidential race, but he's on the. They just talked to him on the Daily Show, and he was like, "John's like, you're being vetted, aren't you?" He's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I'm always being vetted.
But of all the people, like, I know he's ran. I like his policies, and he explains himself well.
Yeah.
And I think that that's the one thing that, with Kamala having kind of being buried, having somebody who's conversely been so visible, will be a good partnering. And I think you get like a lot of, I feel like that I feel confident in that ticket. Now that's personally to me. I don't know if that works for everybody.
I can see that working.
Because the other people have been a couple of the governors that were also in conversations, but I don't know if they're, a lot of people are pressing for trying to have somebody with her that is more traditional.
Larry Hogan.
Larry Hogan is not what?
He could be your vice president.
That would be weird.
Why?
He's like, first of all, he's a Republican.
So? So?
That'd be weird.
It could be done.
It could, but I don't know that I like that.
I think Larry Hogan would be a perfect VP candidate.
If you were trying to build a bipartisan coalition.
Yes.
But I don't want that.
Why not? Why not?
Because I don't believe in the center. You mean to tell me that you're actually making a choice between the two parties? Their policies are so radically different. So I want someone who's going to assist my president in being the best president they can be, not putting someone on the ticket that is going to take us back another direction. Like the whole reason that like I've been like over the Hillarys and the Bidens is they're all centrists. And there's a progressive movement, just like Trump's feeding the far right. We're not getting representation for the base of the left. And there's a strong turnout of young people who are far left, and they're not getting heard, and they haven't been by their own party for some time now. And so Kamala is a step in that direction theoretically, but I don't feel as confident in her policy. We knew Bernie, but Bernie's lost some traction. I don't think, and he's older now. It's not really feasible.
Yeah, I was wondering why Bernie didn't pop back out there.
He's made some comments, but it's out there. But like, I don't think. I mean, I think that she just needs to not pick somebody who's a complete dumpster fire. Like this guy, JD Vance is a problem. First, he said that people who have children should have more votes because people who haven't had biological children don't have a physical stake in the future. Including people, adoptive parents.
They don't have a stake in the future.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to argue for Kamala. Like, oh, well, she's not really a mom. But then he also posted like a video of like this woman getting humped by a dolphin. This is the thing. This is the guy they chose. So he posted this video, right? And we're like, oh, that's weird. And he's like, oh, the internet's terrible or something like that. And
the internet's terrible. Why are you posting this?
So this is the funny part. So it looked like the woman was kind of quote unquote enjoying getting humped by the dolphin.
Usually they do. Like if they, like when you go when they like do the dolphin rides and shit down at SeaWorld, like women usually like laugh it off when the dolphins sexually molest them.
But they're rapists.
Yes, dolphins are
definitely rapists. We know that. So
we've discussed it here.
We discussed it before. So here's the thing. We know that when he posted that, the word woman and the word dolphin were in bold, which means he searched for that shit. This man looked up dolphin porn.
So he fucked that couch.
Banging couches.
He fucked that couch. He did.
And then he said he changed his name. That's not his real name. That's not his original name.
What's his real name?
I forgot.
Hold on, let me pull him up because if you tell me that's not his name,
it's not his real name.
Okay, so let me pull up his Wikipedia. His name is Bowman. He's changed his name twice.
Mm-hmm.
He was born James Donald Bowman. He later changed to James David Hamlin. Now he's James David Vance. He's a porn star. He's just changing his role. Why did he change his name so many damn times? Did he served in the military? He was in the Marine Corps. Okay. He graduated from Middleton High School in 2003, enlisted in the United States Marine Corps, and served in Iraq as a combat correspondent for 6 months in late 2005. Section is, did he serve in that? What is a combat correspondent? Isn't that the journalist?
Yep.
So he joined the Marines to be a journalist?
That is the thing.
You can join the Marines to be a journalist?
I guess.
You have to join the Marines to be a combat journalist? I don't think that's a necessity. He graduated from Ohio State University, summa cum laude. He has a political science and philosophy degree. Okay, so the thing that Wikipedia
tell me this isn't the same guy.
The thing that Wikipedia is not saying why he changed his name 3 times.
So apparently some of that is, and he was a kid, he thought he was. Tell me that's not him.
Who?
I'm showing on the screen.
Oh, let me pull it up. It does.
Same person.
He's Cobra Kai. He's Cobra Kai. Do or die.
He's the worst Cobra Kai. He's the worst Cobra Kai. And Okay, so here's the other fun one. When he was a kid, he thought he might be gay, and then he had to go like do church stuff.
He went to conversion therapy.
He is the white version of the "I ain't gay no more" guy.
Oh my God! Yeah, he is.
Like, how did they find this person? He's just like magically incompetent.
Oh my God!
He's the worst. It's just he's not even incompetent. He's just the worst. It's like, how did you? What?
I don't know, man. I don't know what like this guy just became the bad guy in the story. This Marvel comic America.
You know what JD Vance sounds like? He sounds like the Supreme Court justice was his friend. He sounds like he hangs out with guys named Squee.
Squee and Tobin.
Yeah. JD, Squee, and Tobin.
Doing push-ups in his dad's garage. Oh my God. Okay, I'm looking at JD Vance. Why did JD Vance change his name? Okay. Around the time when he was admitted to the bar, he opted to change his surname to Vance.
Mm.
In Hillbilly Eulogy, what the hell is the name of his book?
Hillbilly Elegy.
Elegy. Okay. Hillbilly Elegy.
Which tries to make it sound like he's from the Appalachians, but he's not.
He's not.
So why did he write that?
He notes that he chose the name in honor of Booney Blinton Vance, the grandmother who helped raise him. So he changed his name to his grandmother's name after two other incarnations of a name.
Got too weird.
Oh, Lord.
That's what people do. They change their names because they're running from something.
They're running from something. Some shit's gonna come out like beyond the sofa fucking. Like he went to a Bob's and fucking sofa in real life. I guarantee. Bob's Discount Furniture seems like the place you go to fuck furniture. I don't know why, but that just feels like that's where that lands out. Oh, this political cycle is dragging this year on too long, Joey.
I do need it to be over. Like I feel, my heart can't take
November needs to come and go.
Yeah.
And I think we've gotten to the point where it's starting to hurt a little bit that this is what the fuck we're going through. As a nation, we don't deserve this. This is so stupid. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up, Joey. I got the light from our producer.
I'm sorry. Donald Trump Jr. trying to defend his dad said, "You know what's really weird? Soft on crime politicians like Kamala allowing illegal aliens out of prison so they can violently assault Americans. Didn't you say that she unlawfully arrested all them people in California and was profiting off their labor? Which one is it?
Which one does she do? What has she really done? Because that is the theme that they're going to run with is whatever we can say out our mouths is what we're going to go with, and that's been politics for the last 10 years now.
Yeah.
So I'm done with it, Joey. I'm in it till November, and then we'll see what happens from there. But we're gonna get out of here, Joe.
Yep.
It's been real. It's been fun. It's been another episode of the Comedy Podcast. I'm gonna kick it over to our producer to say bye to everybody. See if he comes back in.
Bye.
He's over us.
All right, Joey, where can they find you, friend?
At Joey Low Comedy on Instagram.
Okay, and you can find me at djmarcus.comedy on Instagram, Facebook. Why'd you put that in the chat?
I put it in the wrong place. I was trying to put it in the comments.
Okay, you gotta do better than that. Instagram, Facebook. I'm also on Twitter. I haven't started yet, but I will be starting really soon.
Soldier's Guy says Soldier's Guy is Vance's couch, a lazy boy who's on top.
Okay. But you can find me or anywhere you find a .comedy podcast, anywhere you find comedy shows near me, you can find DJ Marcus in the building. I will be at District E this week on Friday, doing my fun thing, having a blast with Joey LoFaro and the rest of the comedy shows near me crew. as well as McGinty's on Saturday. We're celebrating one of our producers' birthday, so it's going to be a fun night. Joey, is that what we're doing? It's Saturday at McGinty's.
We're celebrating our dear friend Cammy's birthday.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were falling asleep or not over there. You look
A little bit.
You look like you're dying.
I'm Bidening.
You're feeling full Biden. You're going full Biden over there. But we're getting out of here, folks. But for DJ Marcus, Joey LoFaro, for Kandyce, who in absentia, and for our producer who stays in the background, he likes where he is. We're the Comedy team, and we will see you next time. More fun and more thrills on the Comedy Podcast.